up, you guys? Welcome back to a new video. I'm your girl Adrienne Montanez, and if you're new here, welcome to my channel. So today I thought we'd talk a little bit about seasonal depression. Seasonal depression, that's a real thing. I know some people don't like talking about it, or they're like, I don't like to say that word, whatever the case, and it's okay. I get seasonal depression. Mine stems a little differently than everybody else, but you know, at the end of the day, it's one world, and we relate a lot more than what most people will ever glorify and talk about on social media. So if you want to get in today's video a couple tips that help me work through my seasonal depression, then keep watching. Also, you guys, it's so random. So I've been posting more shorts lately, just like random, like little clips of my workout. Those are doing great. I see y'all watching. Why don't you guys subscribe? You get a little bit of everything: fitness, lifestyle, mental, like you name it, I talk about it. So if you're new here, you're just checking this out, you're debating, can you just like hit that subscribe button? Come on, I guarantee you will not be disappointed. Plus I upload weekly, so weekly entertainment, your girl Dree baby, definitely subscribe. So do that. One of the #1 things I've noticed with my seasonal depression, I think it's so easy. It doesn't matter whether you're single, whether you're married, whether you have kids, no kids, or whatever the case is. #1 is to limit your social media. Limit your social media, you guys. It could be very toxic. I just found myself recently, like about a week ago, I was on it way too much. I was just not getting anything productive done. As soon as I find myself comparing myself to something, and for me, like I'm obsessed, like I love the bodybuilding world. So like a lot of my content's bodybuilding, meal preps, lifestyle, homeschool, beauty, like just whatever. Once I start getting overly consumed, I'm like, okay, this is not healthy. And I know it's easy to look at like these perfect couples that put up the perfect content with the matching pajamas, and you're like, I don't have any of that. Or people that like show, like maybe some people, and I'll be honest, I'm not talking crap about anybody, but there are some people who are very blessed and fortunate that have great family dynamics. I don't know what that's like, you know, it's very foreign to me. So sometimes around the holidays, I do get in my feelings. I am a little more hypersensitive. I notice I can get overly stimulated about certain things. So I'm like, you know, at the end of the day, one of the top ones is to limit your social media, but this also ties in with it. Be really mindful of who you're following. I actually just did a purge recently at my following. I noticed too, like I was just getting some just off energy from certain guys in my past, like from high school, that are messaging me, and I just feel like they didn't have my best intention. You know, I'm not that same girl I was at 16 years old. You know, that was 20 years ago. Like I'm not there no more. You know what I mean? Like my mindset, everything, like I've evolved into a different woman. And just be really mindful of who you're following. You know, I understand there's gonna be followers, but like be mindful of what you choose to engage with. So I just did a huge purge recently, and I only give myself limited time. And I feel like too, social media should also just be, it should be fun too at the same time. So that's pretty much where I go to TikTok. I'm like, I'm gonna go look at decorating. I'm gonna look at quick appetizer ideas for Christmas hosting, just to create a different time of just creativity when it comes to actually looking at social media. But it can be very toxic, but be very mindful of what you're consuming on the internet, because this affects your mental health. I have a girlfriend who just went through a really terrible situation with her family and her boyfriend, and she on Thanksgiving was like, you know, I just don't even want to hang out with anybody, and she ended up ordering takeout, and she stayed home all day and went to the gym, and she was so happy. And I'm like, sometimes that's just what you need to do. #2, I think this is the best time to actually dive into something and to special projects. Maybe there's something you wanted to work on more with yourself. Maybe you have a side hustle that you only really work on the weekends. Maybe you work at the swap meet part-time and you work at a boutique, but you're like, dang, I actually want to spend more time on my jewelry, you know, because you actually make jewelry, or like whatever the case is. I think this is a great time to put separate time onto your personal craft, you know. It could be anything. It could even be in self-care and self-help with yourself. Maybe you said you wanted to read more. Whatever the case is, I think this is the best time to do it. Limit the time on the gram, TikTok, whatever the case is, but do something for yourself that's gonna benefit you and help you elevate to the next level. Don't wait till the end of December. I'm like, I'll just get to it when I can. Don't mope. Utilize the next 30 days. You guys, we can get a lot done in the next 30 days if we're smart, great with time management, and we actually put that focus and effort. It's like me, I'm training with a coach. My training is 3 hours a day, but I also homeschool a child, you know, on top of my other household duties, on top of everything else that I have going on in my personal life that I don't talk about on the internet. But it's about time management and balance. So maybe take a step back and see what you could do, but what you actually could put more time for. There's nothing wrong with that. And if it's actually studying for it, that's actually getting the momentum to the next step. You just don't know. This is a great time to really recenter and focus on yourself. Don't let the time go by. You could do it. Number 3, try not to eat so much sugar. I know. There's a lot of great sweets. There's a lot of great, you know, snacks and the holiday treats. Be really mindful. I think it's always great to reward yourself. There's nothing wrong with it. If you don't know this about me, I love donuts. I love donuts. Donuts are my ish. But also being reasonable. You know, during the week, I think it's great to still practice a well-balanced diet. Eat foods that are actually great for your brain, nuts, your high protein, a lot of water. Drink your water before your coffee, and limit the sugar. I've seen a big difference in my mental controlling my sugar intake and actually doing a little more sugar-free. Also too, I have a different fitness goal, which you're gonna see in a future video, like what I've been doing, just to show a little inspo that you can do it, no matter how chaotic your life could be. But limit the sugar to more of, you know, the end of the week, maybe a Friday night. Maybe you're gonna go see Christmas lights with your friends, or you're gonna go see your cousins that are coming down from Tennessee. You know, just you save it for that time of enjoyment. I've seen a big difference in my mood by actually consuming less sugar. I'm not a licensed nutritionist or anything like that, but these are just healthy tips that have helped me with my seasonal depression. So better food choices, eating more high protein, more nuts, berries, great antioxidants for the body, and a lot of water. And then sugar-free alternative like desserts. I've seen a big difference in my mood. Huge. And number 4. Okay, so we see all this all the time. We see these whole like Friendsgivings that just passed, maybe little holiday get-togethers, family events, Christmas Eve. Look, I'm gonna tell you this right now. Your mental health matters. If you don't feel comfortable going to certain relatives' houses for the holidays, why are you going? Have they checked in with you lately? Did they see how you was doing? Have they checked in with you with that new job that you just started? Or what about that horrible divorce you just went through with Sean? You know what I'm saying? Like, do people check in with you? So this is a great time, like I said. And I hate this whole obligation where people are just like, well, you know, it's my family. And it's your family. It's like me. I love my family. I don't have a relationship with my dad, but I still love my dad. I don't talk to my sister, but I still love my sister. But I could love them from afar. My mom and I, it's a little bit of a roller coaster, but I still love my mom because these are the parents that God gave me. But I also do believe in my mental peace. That means way more to me. And I feel like I was conditioned as a child to tolerate certain behaviors because they didn't know how to do so themselves. Like, how does toxic teach toxic? You know what I'm saying? Like, I couldn't do it. And I had to self-help myself as I got older. And I'm really grateful to be where I'm at mentally, spiritually, physically, and emotionally with myself. But it took me a long time to get here. So if you're somebody that struggles, or maybe you're in a relationship and you're just, let's be real, your mother-in-law or your sweater, whatever you want to call it, you know her side of the family don't care for it. Maybe you could work on a compromise with your man and be like, you know what, I love you, boo, but I don't feel comfortable there because I'm going to get jabbed. Or they're going to ask, like, when are we going to get married? Or when are we going to have a baby? Or whatever. And it's nobody's business. And the thing is, too, there's a lot of miserable people in this world, especially in our family, and they want to project that on you. So if you don't want to go, don't feel obligated to go. There's no reason to. There's no reason to. I'm sorry. But if you're going to come home and you're going to be upset and you're going to be crying about it, you're going to be on your phone, whatever the case is, are any of them going to come and check on you? Are any of them going to be there? No. Why? Because they don't care. They don't care. It's a ruthless world. The holidays, you do what's best for you. If you want to go to certain people's houses, you want to go see certain family members, do it within your risk, at your convenience. Maybe everybody's going to be there on Christmas Day. Maybe you should go Christmas Eve. You know, maybe you want to go 2 days before. Whatever it is, protect your peace and do what's best for you at all cost. Number 5. This is probably my favorite one. Don't be afraid to do things out of the ordinary, meaning breaking the cycle. So if you work Monday through Friday, don't be afraid to, maybe instead of like going out to dinner by the end of the week, why don't you do it midweek? Maybe turn off by the time you get home from work, maybe you're done work by 5, you home by 6:25, and you're like, you know, let me pick up some takeout and come home and actually like watch a movie. Do something for yourself different. I think it's always great to break the routine. You know, we get caught up in routine. I know I do, especially the way I'm training and my son's school and everything. I'm just like, I was like, why do I have to wait till the weekend to go to TJ Maxx? Let me just go Thursday, do my workout earlier in the day, and when my husband gets home, it's like, let me go take some me time and I'll get myself a tea. You know, it's not, there's nothing wrong with changing it up. I think this is the best time too, because it's so easy to come home, or when you get home from school, work, whatever the case is, and you just want to get under the blanket and just not do nothing, right? This is the best. You got to move your body, you guys. You got to move your body when you're mentally not feeling it. Trust me, right now, I'm going to be honest with you. It is Friday, the day after Thanksgiving. I have so much depression this morning. I could not get up. I slept until 10 a.m. My husband was running the show, and I just was not feeling it. I don't even know what it was, but I'm like, you know what? It's late in the afternoon. Like right now, it's already after 5. But I wanted to film this video, but I decided, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go run a couple errands and start some of my Christmas shopping. I have an Ulta and a TJ Maxx like down the street from me, and then come back and just take a shower and just relax. And you know what? Sometimes you just kind of have to fight that. It just comes, or you're just not motivated, but break the routine. Do things that are abnormal to you, or that are uncomfortable, or maybe just not your, maybe it's just not the time of the day you'd want to do it. Just do it. You know, we all have schedules, work, responsibilities, people we take care of, kids, no kids, boyfriends, relationships, businesses. It's okay to break the routine and do something for yourself, and actually romanticizing yourself. It's really healthy. And I didn't learn this until honestly about 1.5 years ago. And I'm like, why didn't I do this sooner? You know, I have a girlfriend, me and her and I got really close during the whole quarantine. And we started like getting together like on Thursday nights, and we would just go have a nice dinner, and we would just sit there, and then we'd go like sit by the beach. Like, and it's just so refreshing. And she's a mother too, but I feel like her and I, our ideologies are right there. So I just have a soft spot for her. And it was a great start for me to actually channel that new habit. And I continued that habit, you know, just in this last year, just doing different things for myself. You know, there was times that I took a couple days off during the week from training, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do something different with my little one, and then on the weekend, work a little bit extra because, you know, he's gonna be chilling at home, whatever the case is. So don't be afraid to break the routine. Do something different. There's nothing wrong with it. I think it just keeps life fun and interesting, and you just never know who you're gonna connect when you're out there. Anyways, you guys, these are my 5 go-to tips that have helped me with my seasonal depression. And it's okay. It's okay if you feel like nobody loves you, or your family sucks, or maybe it triggers somebody you lost around this time. Like, trust me, we relate. It's okay. But just, you got to work through it, because at the end of the day, there's no better you than a healthy you. But this is the best time also, I feel like, when depression is around and it hits everybody differently, we have to fight more than ever, because I feel like that's just the devil just trying to keep us down, because this is the time we have to replenish and put all those jewels back into us. You feel me? So hopefully somebody found some encouragement with today's video. I appreciate and love you so much. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you on the next one.